Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And that gets things running. Mazraoui. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Brahim Diaz.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's just playing it safe and simple.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Ziyech producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alert. Belts one! Mazraoui. That's Brahim Diaz. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Morocco have a free kick. Mazraoui. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Wriggles his way through. Spread neatly. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he's had a hit! That was mighty close. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Saiss gets over and intercepts. That's a good ball out wide. Ziyech. And he won't reach that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again then.
Ivory Coast can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Good running. He's going for goal! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Hakimi. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Unahi. And Amrabat. Well seen. Saw that coming. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that is one way to stop him. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Good spot, he's seen the run. He's found the way through. And he was quick to react. And back to the keeper they go. It's gone out for a throw-in. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Hakim Ziyech. Coming on the field is
In the city.
16. Substitution
Cleared
in
away.
progress.
Played it again. That has been knocked clear. Chance! And he's there to belt it away. Half an hour gone in the second half. They'll have one final crack at it. Chance to... There's the hit! Really well taken goal.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 19.
We have got
Number
changes
10.
here from both sides, in
Coming on the
fact.
field, number
Morocco
20.
draw first
Number
blood here.
25.
Look, I just think they've kept
Substitution.
at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it. Ivory Coast need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lobbed in behind.
Added
No, that
minute
was
has
never
been
going to make
indicated.
it. Time added on 4 minutes. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Ivory Coast never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And that gets things running. Unahi. Hakimi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. In with the challenge. Ziyech. And Unahi.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Now it's En-Nesyri. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Ivory Coast can start a counter here. That is ended up in no man's land. Works it forward. Pass somewhat off target. Amrabat. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, just chance! There it is!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Amrabat. Mazraoui. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Brahim Diaz.
And Nasiri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Here we go again then.
Morocco don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Out towards the flank. And he's gone backward here. Over to the left. Morocco still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, a delicate chip through. Flings in across. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Amrabat. And Unahi. Aguirre. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Zayak. Saiss. Amrabat. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. A heavy challenge. Nicely spread. Looking for options for movement. Hakimi. And Amrabat. Unahi. Amrabat. Now it's En-Nesyri. Great hit! And it's hoisted clear. And Amrabat.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numéro 6.
Morocco are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Morocco have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
S'il vous plaît. Le propriétaire du monospace bleu qui gêne la sortie des bus est prié de déplacer immédiatement son véhicule avant que la fourrière ne l'emporte.